Hello, what's up everybody? Yuma here again with another video. Today we're going to be covering GoGoMuffin, the same creators of Ulala Adventure. We're finally getting another idle RPG adventure style game just like Ulala. And we're just going to have our first impressions as we enter GoGoMuffin. We are currently on the closed beta, release date December 4th for the actual full release. Right now we're just closed beta. I think that we have only a set time before the data gets wiped, but we got 5 classes here. We got Swordbearer, Wayfarer, Scholar, Shadow Lash, and Acolyte. It's the same formula as Ulala. Swordbearer is mainly tank. You can sub DPS. Wayfarer is your archer DPS. Scholar is your magic DPS. Shadow Lash being your assassin DPS, and then Acolyte being your main heals, but you can also DPS with. So we're just gonna go right in. What I want to do first is just show you guys the classes straight off the bat. Moving on to character creation. And just have an idea. Okay, so we have your different hair colors. Nothing too crazy. Different hairstyles. There's some base ones. Usually the same formula as Ulala. You're gonna have cosmetics that you kind of will for in game, and they'll probably provide you stats, right? Different faces, you got different eyebrows. I did see in the trailer that you can change your eyes, so that's probably going to be the cosmetic side of things when you spend money or get free currency. So here are the female hairstyles as well. These are again just the base hairstyles. So you start off with 5 base hairstyles and 6 base colors, and then 3 base eyebrows. Nothing too fancy. Yeah, we'll just enter like this. Okay, very generic. Create character, and then we'll just name this Happy Linda. We'll just call this Yuma. Same old. Start journey. And let us begin, shall we? Now, to skip all the boring stuff, what does GoGoMuffin do different from Ulala? Ulala has a 3-man party when you go through map stages, whereas for GoGoMuffin, you only have a 2-man party. So make preparations for that, whether you bring your boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, or a fellow whale, or just anyone with a like-minded goal that will put in the work. Yeah, so just take note of that. It's not 3-man, it's only 2-man. So definitely a bit of a change there. Not a bad change for me because I plan to play with my girlfriend, but I know some people rather have it 3-man or 4-man. But for me, preferably, I actually do like the 2-man. Makes it more of an intimate achievement. Progress with them. But yeah, you can find that on the companion screen here on the right, where you can look for your party number, and then you can find or invite through the party number. Otherwise, you're gonna just have a bot. As you can see, I have some generic name named Gary, and he'll always just match your level for the most part. Every time you reach milestones, the bot will be there until you find a real person. Now, it's not gonna just be Gary forever. I noticed that it kept changing names every time I leveled up. Something to take note of. Yeah, so you can have a 2-man party. Outside of the map progression or the world progression, there are trials, as you can see underneath companion. So these are like dungeons where you can get more gear loot or skill loot, etc. Now the dungeons, so far the Rift, from what I can tell, is a 4-man dungeon. So you do have to find parties regularly or a match for them. As you can see, it might be hard to find parties, maybe because it's closed beta. So you're gonna have to make sure you find a pre-made. Otherwise, you can auto-recruit bots and to fill your party, just like that. But you can only do that for Rift, and I've been having problems with Perilous Trials. Perilous Trials, I haven't been able to do because I need to match, and there's no way to fill with bots. So that's the problem. You gotta make sure the server you play at launch, to be honest. That way you can ensure that you have people fill the party. Otherwise you're gonna have to make alt accounts, or I don't know what you're gonna do. But right now I know that everyone in closed beta is already far ahead, because I started, I think, 7 days late. Started on the 23rd, I believe, or 22nd of October, and I'm here starting on the 29th and 30th of October. So I'm behind. Definitely, hopefully at launch there's not going to be a problem where you can't find a match for these Perilous Trials, as well as for Dragon Bounty, which I think you can recruit mercenaries for Dragon Bounty, so that's really good. Oh, and Dragon Bounty seems to be a 6-man party instead of a 4-man. So you can do 6-man parties as well for certain content. Now in Guild, I believe you also have a Guild Expedition. Oh, the Guild Expedition button used to be here, but this is the Guild screen. For those who are wondering what kind of guild features there are, you have your standard guild quests. You have to water the tree. Water for free. And for anyone that's whaling, you can see that it's 20 for first water, 50 for the second water, 100 for the next water, and then 200. So what was that, like 450 total? Math is bad, but yeah, you can see for anyone that's whaling, for their guild to progress, there's that. We got a service area. What does this do? Oh, this is the guild shop, pretty much. So you can buy different things in the guild shop. And then wishing wall, we don't get until level 7, so I don't know what that feature does. Maybe more buffs to being part of a guild, but there is Guild Expedition. I don't know if that is the dragon bounty, maybe. I'm not too sure on that. So it turns out that being in a trial party removes the expedition button, so make sure you're leaving at your trial party, whether that's Dragon Bounty or just Rift. Make sure you leave the party, and then the expedition button will show up. So there is guild content that you guys can be doing as a guild, but something to take note of, I guess. Aside from that, it pretty much does everything the same as Ulala. You have your core scale, which is, I think, different from Ulala, so everything revolves around your core scale with your passives, and then you have 3 active skills outside of your core scale. So 5 passes, 3 actives, 1 core scale. You have your pets. You get one at level 30, one at 50, and one at 70. You have just the main active one and then 2 supporting ones. Pets also have skills, as you can see here. There's at level 40 you unlock moves. You can also see special skills section here. So just same thing as Ulala in that regard. And then class changes. The first class change is level 80. Class change is not changing to other classes, but more like advancing through your class path and just unlocking some new skills. So don't expect to be like going from sword bearer to acolyte, etc. So just take note of that. Where is it here? Sword bearer level 80 is when you get the first class change. From what I've heard through Discord and everything, it took about like 6 days to get to level 80 class change. I don't know if they're gonna balance the XP or anything like that, but just take note. That's probably gonna be how long it takes to get to that point in the game, which is, you know, a little less than a week. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm excited. Can't wait for December 4th to come around, so I can play this with my girlfriend. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll probably make more videos on the GoGoMuffin. Maybe a class in-depth view for each class. I'm definitely gonna be running Acolyte, I believe, at launch. Big fan of the healing and being able to do damage, and I see in chat all the time people looking for tanks, or healers. So I might run a alt for tanking just in case, you know, I gotta fill the party. But I'm probably gonna be free to play, and you know, that might not do so well in terms of like long-term progression to keep up with other wills, but we'll see. Lots of love. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm excited. Are you excited? Can't wait to see you guys at launch. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.